Hi everyone and welcome to a very special episode which I wanted to do for a long time, but I couldn't find the opportunity uh, to make this entire video. The purpose of this video is to make it easier for anyone who is new into the world of comics. Anyone, or if any one of you has stopped reading comics years ago, you can still make use of these titles, these trade paperbacks that can help you get back in the game. So this one is going to be focusing on Marvel Comics. I have to make things easy for people who love superheroes, for people who love comic book characters, people who want to read and experience superheroism in its purest form, which is from the comics themselves. So this one is for anyone who wants to start in Marvel Comics. Which issues or which trade paperbacks do you need? Stay tuned. So first up is the factual history of a fictitious universe. This project was conceived back in 1994 at Marvel Comics, which was executed by the writer Kurt Busiek and the up-and-coming artist Alex Ross. No one had an idea that Alex Ross would be soaring to new heights just because his artwork for this particular story, for this particular limited series, would win over hearts and minds of the comic book community. And I am talking to you about Marvels. Marvels was first published in 1994, and what it did was that it encapsulated the entire history of the Marvel Universe from 1939 all the way till the 90s. The important events that took place, and these important events, the purpose of it was that these events were the ones that basically shaped the entire Marvel Universe, be it Captain America, Namor, the original Human Torch from the Golden Age, all the way to the Silver Age or the Marvel Age of Comics, where we had the Fantastic Four, we had Spider-Man, we had the Avengers, all the way till the X-Men. So this one basically covers from 1939 all the way till the early 70s, most likely up to the point when the Bronze Age of Comics was about to start. Why is this book or this limited series really important? As I said earlier, that it encapsulates the early part of the Marvel Universe, its history. The artwork, the storytelling is to die for. And I'm going, as you can see over here, panel by panel, and the story basically revolves around a figure. His name is Phil Sheldon. He is a photojournalist. Alex Ross made it sure that he looked more and more like Stan Lee rather than anybody else. And it's like, sometimes you feel that it's as if Stan Lee is walking in New York City and he is just imagining the entire universe, a lot of which he is responsible for co-creating alongside Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, Gene Colan, John Romita Sr., and many more. But if you go with the trade paperback, the beauty about it is that at the end of it, they have the chronology of events along with the comic book references mentioned or indexed, if you will, all of them. So these are the pages that basically give you the reference that if they are talking about a particular event in Marvelverse, in which comic series did this take place, how many issues were it, and this is something which really helps you in getting more familiar, more accustomed, and more excited about those characters that are involved. But more importantly, it also helps you in, formulating a path for yourself. Whether you want to start with the Fantastic Four or you want to stick around with Spider-Man, so you at least know through this particular story or this limited series that Spider-Man got tangled along with which other characters. Now, all good things must come to an end, but that doesn't mean that they have to be ended permanently. The follow-up or the sequel to this series came in the later part of the 2000s, which was around between 2008 and 2010. Kurt Busiek had made a comeback for the series, but this time around he was joined by Jay Anacleto, Jay Anacleto, a lot of people weren't having high hopes because Alex Ross, due to his clash in schedule, wasn't able to be part of this project. But Jay Anacleto, he did justice with the series. And basically, Marvel's Eye of the Camera, these are 6 issues, and they basically tell Phil Sheldon's story from the point of the night Gwen Stacy died all the way till the 80s and the early 90s. In this limited series, the story has been told from the angle of Phil Sheldon as he is struggling through his personal adversity. I cannot give more details, but from his personal angle and how the superheroes around him and how the changing world around him is affecting him positively or negatively. A very touching story, a very human story. I'm not gonna say that the Marvels that was done by Alex Ross and Kurt Busiek was all boom boom, pow pop pound punch smack and all this. No, that was very deep as well. But that was being told from the perspective of a photojournalist who has just come across these superhuman beings that are flying in the skies of New York City, that are walking on the streets of New York City, that are jumping out of nowhere, and the villains and everyone. But this one is like, when things start to take a toll on Phil Sheldon, and all the developments that are taking place, and the way the society and the world and the corporate culture, all of these things are changing around him, it makes the story even more relatable, more resonating. My personal favorites, hands down, if I have to say that what are the limited series that I can read again and again and again and still not get bored from, are Marvels and Marvel's Eye of the Camera. So there you have it. I hope you guys take these trade paperbacks, because trade paperbacks will allow you to go through the index to know which particular event that has been mentioned in the story, when did it take place, in which comic book series was it published, so that it allows you to read about them even more. The beauty about it is that the Marvel Universe, the way Stan Lee had imagined, and according to his own words, it's the universe straight out of your window. And Kurt Busiek, Alex Ross, and Jay Anacleto have done justice with what Stan had imagined. Stan couldn't be more proud of these guys. And as a reader, as a fan of Marvel Comics, as a fan of Stan Lee, as a fan of Marvel Universe, this exercise was much needed. They simplified it for the readers. They simplified it for anyone basically who wants to start reading Marvel Universe. Because whatever we are seeing in the cinematic universe, it hardly represents 10% of the quality storytelling that has been told since the Golden Age, and when it peaked in the Silver Age, starting with the Fantastic Four in 1961. If you are not into reading, it is my humble recommendation that you please start as soon as you can. Today, you don't have to go for the print editions directly. If you want to familiarize yourself, you can download various applications and you can read the comic books online. But from a personal standpoint, I have to have the comic book or the trade paperback in my hands, because it's a very beautiful way of storytelling with, beautiful art coupled with a wonderful story that is very much connecting emotionally, that is something to do with the virtues of superheroes and superheroism, which was established by the co-creators of Superman, Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, but it was taken to new heights by the likes of Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, and many others who came in the Marvel Universe. So I hope you found this recommendation really helpful. The links for these trade paperbacks and these comics are in the description below. You can check those out. If you like them or if you have any questions, feel free to comment, drop me a message. And if you love this video, please make sure you share it with your friends who are looking for a recommendation on where to start with Marvel Comics. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that. And for exclusive stuff about exclusive content, behind the scenes content, you can become a member on my YouTube. And if you want merch that has been designed by me, you can simply just sign up to my Patreon. Lots of stuff I have for the community, and for as little as 7 riyals a month or $2 a month. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys next time.